Welcome to episode 43 of Fire Sale Franchise. Of course, at the end of the last one, we lost Chance Sugars for a while. However, we get back Darren Stanley, so we've got some changes. You know, offensively, people are dropping like flies. Well, not really, but it's both sides of the field. I don't know what I'm talking about. Basically, we're losing players. We've got 4 contracts to negotiate. Yada, 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 yada. We're going to play the Falcons, and we got to beat the Falcons. Well, we've got to beat all the teams we play. We can't keep winning one game and losing one game. If I do that at the end of this one, I'll fire myself and let somebody else be the head coach. So what have we got? Keith Marsh not out for long, but Will Judy really has stolen his spot. TJ Sharp still out for a while. Chance Sugars out for a while. Kievin. He's from Kiev. He's Ukrainian now. Kevin Pierre-Louis also out for a while. But at least Darren Stanley's back. I actually really like Tremont Steed. He was a very big hitter. That was very nice to have there. But Derek Milner, I think, is better in coverage. Not really that great at free safety, really, in all honesty, although he didn't do bad filling in. Very glad, though, to have Darren Stanley back. And, well, let's just go and play these Falcons and hopefully beat them. So here's the Falcons' first play of the game, and it's Schenk Schneck, you know, the man at quarterback. And we got away with one there. That would have been a deep completion, but he stepped out of bounds. But now 3rd and 1, Kevin White there with the reception. And again, they're testing the middle of the field. 3rd and 14 this time. We've got a chance to get them down. No pressure coming. Dion Jordan was tripped up, and that was pretty much the only guy coming. A broken tackle, and they're inside the 30 now. 1st and 10, run with Devontae Freeman. And he just picks up a nice easy 6 yards. Running a bit too easy, but there we stop him on 1st and goal for a loss. 2nd and goal, Dion Jordan straight off his man. Another tackle for a loss. Then 3rd and goal, another run. We didn't really expect that, and he just weaves through, gets into the end zone. So the Falcons start on their first drive with a touchdown. 3rd and 3 for us on our first drive. It's broken up, didn't quite get to Thomas, and it's incomplete. And then look at that on the punt. They block it, recover it, and now they have the ball again inside the 23-yard line. But Mario Edwards makes that the 28-yard line. 2nd and 16 now, play action. Plenty of time back there to pass. Still stood around, no pressure. Finally, into the end zone. It's broken up by Darren Stanley, but apparently that was pass interference there. Although I would even argue the ball was touched before any contact was made with Julio Jones. And then on 2nd and goal, they just run straight in for the touchdown. Devontae Freeman now 2 touchdowns. 1st and 10 for us on the 28-yard line. We need to get something going. Otherwise, we're really going to get behind, and that overthrowing of Mobo isn't going to help. 2nd and 10. Try again. Overthrows Mobo again. Both times he was pretty much wide open. We had to punt the ball away. 2nd and 9. The Falcons still running the ball, but this time we managed to stop him. 3rd and 9. Chance to get him off the field if we stop him here. He overthrows his man in the middle of the field. That flag was on them, so we get the ball back. 1st and 10. Sitton finally finds Mobo, and this time, this is exactly why he wanted to find him. Huge break down the field. He may get caught by Trufant, and he does. Shoelace tackle there at the end, but Mobo takes it inside the 15. 3rd and 3 on the 6. He was under pressure, had to throw it, overthrows Malcolm Mitchell. We had to settle for a field goal. Christian Stuckey, though, laying the hammer, even if we're just settling for field goals on offense. Defense starting to take control of the game. That's the same play we saw the last time on 3rd down. Again, doesn't work for him. We get the ball back. 2nd and 8. Will Judy couldn't bring that one in. 3rd and 8, looking for someone here. Brandon Coleman, when you need a 1st down, look to Brandon Coleman. Gets the 1st down, but we have to settle for a field goal again. So 3 minutes left in the 2nd quarter, and we're 14-6 right now. And they complete for a 1st down again on 3rd and 4. Again, testing the middle of that field with Kevin White. 1st and 10. That's what we know Derek Milner for. He's loving life back at the strong safety position, just hammering guys as they make catches. And on 3rd and inches, incomplete pass. So in the 2nd quarter, we've still got a chance here. Lance Sitton getting out of trouble, slides, and on 2nd and 3, drops back to pass, looks for Boehringer again on that same route. This time he's got a much bigger break. He's only going against Keanu Neal, who isn't going to catch him. He's going to get into the end zone. A huge touchdown. That only took 2 plays. 1 7-yard pickup by Lance Sitton on the ground, and a huge touchdown throw to Moritz Boehringer. And that could have been an interception there by Ifo Ekpreolumu. Didn't quite manage to bring it down. Was close to the end of the first half here. And Dion Jordan just comes in with a huge sack, strip sack. 3rd and 18 now. They run to the outside. Darren Stanley hit stick on Freeman, and that ends their drive there. 3rd and 8 for us. This is now in the 2nd half. Completion to Malcolm Mitchell. Now we're starting to put the ball around to loads of players. 3rd and 3. Going for Cummings there, the 2nd string tight end, and he wasn't able to make the catch. 3rd and 6, we stopped him on the ground though. Tried a completion on our 3rd and 6 to Coleman. This is just swapping possessions back and forth. We're still down a point. 3rd and 9 now for the Falcons. They go for a run again with a draw. They don't catch us out there though. We stop them. We have the ball now. 2nd and 10. Run with Will Judy. Manages to get round the outside because he's got that blazing speed. Picks up a 1st down. 3rd and 11 though. This is going to be a little bit trickier. Cannot get it out of there before he is hit by the blitz. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. Derek Milner really just hammering the running backs in the backfield here. 3rd and 14. He stood in the end zone. We didn't manage to catch him there, but Derek Milner makes the tackle. We get the ball back, and we'll look at a sped up version here of this return because it was brought back with a block in the back, so it could have been a touchdown, but it wasn't. That's Antoine Wall there with a catch, and you know, everybody's making catches at this point, and to highlight that point, Cummings, the 2nd string tight end, makes the catch there for the 1st down. 1st and 10. Throw out to Malcolm Mitchell for the 1st down. Really, everybody chipping in here and helping. Will Judy on a pitch to the outside. Couldn't get there for the 1st down, so we're going to have to settle for another field goal. Score 16-14, but then D. Milliner comes in with that interception. I didn't even realize it was happening. We have to take a look at it again. Just flies out in front of that ball, steals it away. Great interception by D. Milliner. And now a completion out to Will Judy, who takes his tackler for a little bit of a ride before getting stopped. 3rd and 6 on a screen. It's knocked down. You'll never guess what we do. Settle for another field goal. No end of field goals today. And there, Eric Nickerson in on the sack. He's making plays now. And now we're starting to get away from them here. 2 minutes left in this game. 3rd and 23. He's in the end zone, gets hit, manages to get the ball out. But that's 4th and 23. They had to punt it away. And they didn't punt it very far. And then Cowan with the biggest truck I've ever seen on True Fun gets tackled at the 5. But that was a crazy run, exactly what we know Nate Cowan for. And then we can just send Will Judy on a pitch out to the left for the touchdown. And now this game is completely out of the Falcons' reach. The score now 26-14. The Falcons have 40 seconds to try and do something on 2nd and 10. They do manage to complete a pass there to the 40-yard line, but it's really just not possible. 2nd and 10 again, and he's sacked by Dion Jordan again. And they have a chance for one Hail Mary here, although it really doesn't matter. But let's see what happens here. Can we get an interception maybe? No, the ball's just knocked down and the game's over. That ended up looking pretty easy in the end. I mean, we went the entire 1st quarter without scoring any points. The 2nd and 3rd still behind. 4th quarter, look at that, 26-14. Couldn't have been much easier. Of course, it could have been much easier. Lance Sitton really, accuracy today was not there. 51% completed. 1 touchdown, no interceptions though. I'm happy for him to be missing people as long as he win and he doesn't throw interceptions. Rushing Will Judy, not a great average, but did his job, just had a series of terrible runs. Nate Cowan did much better, 5 attempts, 40 yards, that huge run, that was almost a touchdown with the truck, that was incredible. And Lance Sitton just a 7-yard run. The unlikely hero here, Moritz Böhringer, 4 receptions, 172 yards, 43 yards per reception average, 1 touchdown. And then everybody else just chipping in a couple of plays. Brandon Coleman just chipping in a 20-yard play and a drop. A couple of drops actually from these guys. Defensively, nobody getting a serious number of tackles here. The highest only being 6, a bunch with 5. Nothing really crazy there. Let's see what it's worth. Sacks, Dion Jordan 2, Eric Nickerson 1, Mario Edwards 1. Not bad from our 2 defensive ends there. An interception for D. Milliner, and what a crazy interception that was. And a false fumble for Dion Jordan. Defense doing their job today. So, nice game 1. We're 4-3. Before I move on, we're just going to be scouting these college players. No, none of these contracts I want to negotiate right now. You know, once I've got a better idea of what the draft looks like, not what the free agency looks like, but in case anything comes up, of course, that would change my decision as well. But we can kind of keep these cooking for as long as we want. I'm not too fussed about it. Just scout players and then we're on to the 49ers. That's all that out the way. The only thing here is that Keith Marsh has been cleared, but he's not even the starter anymore. Maybe this game will really absolutely just feed Will Judy, see how he does, and that will be our final decision on whether we even bother trying to bring Keith Marshall back into the mix or just letting him be a spell back for Will Judy. So here we go, first play of the game here. It's a run with Carlos Hyde, and he picks up some decent yards. The quarterback for the 49ers is Way, who happens to be a distant cousin of Schneck of the Falcons because they look exactly the same. And they go for a field goal here on 4th and 1 at the 41-yard line. Miss wide right. maybe didn't even have the distance, so we get the ball on a shorter field, 3rd and 5. Lance Sitton picks up the first down with his legs. That's what we like so much about Sitton. Can pass it so nicely, but can run when he has to. Nice completion to Brandon Coleman, who manages to hang on to it. 3rd and 6 now on the 14-yard line. Pass out to Mobo. Stopped at the 1-yard line, and we go with the run where Cowan gets tackled just short. That must be inches short. And 3rd and goal, we go for a pitch with Will Judy, and there was just no blocking there whatsoever, so we have to settle for a field goal. Remember that from last game? Yeah, we did it quite a couple of times. Here, this is Cordarrelle Patterson. I mean, I don't think he even had to move. He basically just stayed in the exact same lane the entire time. He gets through for a touchdown. Cordarrelle Patterson playing for the 49ers, still doing exactly what he did for the Vikings there. We go for that same pitch to Will Judy that he got stopped on the last time. This time picks up 15 yards, so it really can work. We know that. 3rd and 5, we're going for a screen here for Nate Cowan, which we don't see too often, Nate Cowan receiving the ball, but he picks up the first down, so we'll take it. 2nd and 10, everybody moving right. Mobo is there for that corner route, and we really like hitting him on that now. A little less speed than Sugarsby, he still can get it done, and then Brandon Coleman just tackled before he could turn upfield. And then on 2nd and 5, we go with Will Judy. He breaks the first tackle, keeps going, he gets stopped at the 2-yard line, almost took it all the way. And on 1st and goal, play action, quick pass out to Blake Moreland. Isn't that easy, making it look very easy between those two. Nice exchange. 2nd and 7 for the 49ers now. A completion. Kyler Fackrell completely missed the tackle. Derek Milner's got to chase the man down. He catches him, but not until he gets inside the 15. So the 49ers now 1st and 10 on the 12. Way with plenty of time in the end zone. Man cuts inside, gets free in the end zone. And that's a touchdown for the 49ers. So we're down 14-10 right now. Sitton throws it to Moritz-Berger, who catches it in some heavy traffic and holds on. 3rd and 8. Play action, rolling out to the right side. Throws for Michael Thomas, and it just missed him. Maybe Michael Thomas could have made a better attempt to catch the ball. And that was just Eric Nickerson pretty much exclusively tackling Carlos Hyde by the face mask, but we get a sack there between Edwards and Nickerson. And now 2nd and 2, rolling out to the right again. Pretty much that same play. This time connects with Michael Thomas, who was wide open. Couldn't make that one-man miss. 3rd and 3 on the 10-yard line. 30 seconds left in this half. Completion to Will Judy. Now we need to get going because we've not got much time left. 3rd and goal. That same pitch to Will Judy that we didn't get the last time. Manages to fight his way in. 10 seconds left. We get the touchdown, so we're going to go into the half here, 17-14. This was pretty much the final play, a run play that was stopped dead. 1st and 10 from the 25, first play of the second half, and Brandon Coleman breaks free. He might just go all the way. I think he will do. He's about to get caught, maybe by the last guy. Shoestring tackle, but he was already in the end zone, and there's a nice shot of Mobo for some reason. So we're starting to run away with it now, 23-14, man. Talking about running away with it, they're still running the ball, and they're still running it with some success there. 9 rushes for about 41 yards, still running the ball, and they're doing it easily here to us. 41-yard line, 1st and 10, a quick completion there to his tight end. Gets stopped, but breaks the tackle, gets stopped again. 2nd and inches now. Way back to pass, rolls out to the left, but that was Eric Nickerson with the forced fumble. Dion Jordan picks it up in stride. He's going to go all the way. The temptation here to lateral the ball back to Eric Nickerson and let him take it in for a touchdown was huge, but Dion Jordan goes in for the touchdown. Watch this play by Nickerson. A clean breakthrough from the right side, hits him, ball comes straight out, swings him around. Dion Jordan can pick it up and take it in for the touchdown. Defense playing good football today. 3rd and 12. Running it again, but we stop him there. Christian Stuckey with a big hit on him. 1st and 10 now. Will Judy, a huge hole there. If Mobo would have made a slightly better block, Will Judy may have been able to take that much further. But 3rd and 13 here. But I think that was just a timing error with Malcolm Mitchell there. 2nd and 1, they're running it, but they're getting nowhere now. Now we're starting to lock down on this run game. Looking to pass on 3rd and 3. Finds a wide open guy there on the sideline, at the sideline. 3rd and 9. Looking to pass again, gets hit. Eric Nickerson with the interception there. He just had a forced fumble one drive ago. He now has an interception. So 1st and 10 for our offense, and Lance Sitton could not do anything before being sacked by Aaron Lynch. They get the ball back after we punted it. 3rd and 7, way with plenty of time. Throws it, and that should have been another interception by Nickerson. D. Milliner knocked it down. 4th and 7, they're going for it now. What are they going to get here? They've got time in the pocket. Way throws it downfield, broken up by Ronald Darby. It was almost a completion. 2nd and 3, we're running the ball now. Obviously, kind of trying to run out the clock, even though it's over 8 minutes. Will Judy doing a good job of it. Running again. Will Judy takes a big hit, but this time holds on to the ball. We've maybe fixed those issues, and Nate Cowan there just driving over people like Nick Cowan does. Pile drives the first guy, falls through the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, sacked again. Lance Sitton couldn't find anybody open before pressure came. And then Nate Cowan here on 3rd and 17. We went for a pitch to the left, and Nate Cowan just takes it all the way. That's not what you expect when you throw a pitch to Nate Cowan, but that's just what he gave us. Another touchdown, 36-14. The 49ers are not stopping running the ball, and for good reason, because they are having a lot of success with it. I don't understand this. 3rd and 15, they run the ball again. Carlos Hyde making people miss again, but we stop him there finally. 4th and 9. Way with time in the pocket, moved up, throws it, and apparently that was pass interference. Of course, the actual action was pass interference. How it turned out to be pass interference, I don't know. That run there to the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal, another sack, a forced fumble. This time Christian Stuckey with the ball. It was Kyler Fackrell who forced it out. Christian Stuckey could get on his hands and knees and crawl into the end zone. He starts celebrating from the 20-yard line, from in front of the 20-yard line. That was probably the easiest touchdown he's ever scored. Probably got quite bored on the way down. That's 2 touchdowns for the defense today. 1 by Dion Jordan, 1 by Christian Stuckey. And on 2nd and 34, we went all out blitz. They were on the 1 yard line. We thought we might get a safety, but they do pick up some yards there. 3rd and 17. Ronald Darby got turned inside out, struggled to catch his man, gets him once he goes over the 50-yard line. And that was what might be the 4th false start of this drive. 2nd and 2 by the same player, by the way. 2nd and 2, a completion. Ronald Darby with the tackle and another false start. And then right after that one, another false start. And then we get another play here. 1st and 15, looking to pass, completes it, gets stopped just there by Ronald Darby and Darren Stanley. For good measure, we have another false start. 2nd and 9, we have another false start again. Then we have another false start again. This time we get a play. 3rd and 19. He actually completes. Ronald Darby again got turned around. Nelson in for the touchdown. So even with all those false starts, they get one. I literally lost count of the number of false starts in that final drive, but it was over 10. Over 10 false starts by the same guy. And the quarterback kept doing his fake snap every single time. And every single time he did it, they'd make a false start. Make a false start. They'd do a false start, commit a false start. I don't know. 11 total penalties for them. That is ridiculous. Lansing, however, did very well. 215 yards, 68% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns and an interception we do not talk about. Rushing, Will Judy. It's a shame. I was hoping to be able to get him over 85 yards, but that final drive took so long, he didn't even get a chance to get the ball again. Nate Cowan, though, 9.2 yards per carry. He's really, on a few touches, he's been having a heck of a high average yards per carry. And a touchdown today. Touchdown for Will Judy. Receiving, everybody was having a go, but Brendan Coleman was the man with the plan. Defensively, I have never seen this in my entire life. I knew it was going to be high. I didn't know it would be this high. There is no chance he is not Defensive Rookie of the Year after this. 19 tackles in one game. 1.5 sacks, an interception, and a forced fumble. That is ridiculous. 19 tackles. If he's not Defensive Player of the Week, I don't know what the guy who gets it did. 19 tackles, 3 tackles for loss. I don't even need to go over these stats. Let's take a look at who else did stuff. Mary Edwards Jr. with 1.5 sacks. Calafacro with a sack. Calafacro with that forced fumble as well. Both forced fumbles today were returned for touchdowns. One by Dion Jordan, one by our man Christian Stuckey. This might help Christian Stuckey's Defensive Player of the Year candidacy as well. We'll have to see about that. I don't know exactly when it becomes available, but I know that for a fact it will be available to look at now. Obviously it changes before the end of the season, but we'll be able to see roughly where we stand with those guys. What an incredible game by the defense. Bear in mind, one of those touchdowns was special teams, and that was obviously 7 points. So 14 points allowed. Until that final ridiculous drive, they'd only allowed 7. No end of turnover, scored 14. They've scored as many points themselves as the offense scored on them today. So next week is a bye week, which is great to have a bye week after 8 games. It means a clean break for us. 8 games, a break, and 8 games. Finally, we won both our games in an episode. We're now 5-3, so we're looking normal again. Well, let's just get these players and jump to the next week. So here we are, bye week, some contracts, a new contract to negotiate, but I know who that is, I just forgot. But I know it's not worth looking at yet. Keith Marshall currently there in the starting spot. Don't think that's going to be true by the time we get to the next game. It just is how it happened. Players have a lot of XP. Might be worth taking a look at what we can do with it. Eric Nickerson for sure with 13,646. We're going to have a look what we can do with that already. Ronald Darby currently playing at an 85 overall, which means both of our cornerbacks are 85 overalls, which is crazy. So first up, of course, Eric Nickerson got Defensive Player of the Week. There was no way you don't get it with 19 tackles, a sack, an interception, and a forced fumble. That would just be ridiculous. What we'll do stats-wise, I'll look at them at the beginning of next episode, seeing what people are projected to get. A quick look at those. Also, this is the first time one of our players has been a player of the week, either offensively or defensively. And now let's take a look at the yearly awards and see if we've got a shot at some of those Rookie of the Years. Defensive Player of the Year apparently is never going to happen for poor old Nickerson. He's not even in the top 10. I don't know what you have to do to be up there, but he's certainly done a lot this season already. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Will Judy is second. He's in second place. We're going to have a look at what Ace Hardin is, well, what position he plays and what he's doing. But second place, and he hasn't even been starting all season, so he may well overtake Hardin. Defensive Rookie of the Year is the one we've got our fingers crossed for. Had it stolen from us the last time. This is it, for vengeance. Christian Stuckey couldn't get it. Can his former college teammate get it instead? And he's second in voting. And Bensley Arkin is the guy who's favourite for Defensive Player of the Year. Favourite for Defensive Player of the Year and Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's a tall task for Eric Nickerson. And again, I think we're going to have it stolen. I'm going to have a look at what Bensley Arkin's doing, what that Ace Hardin is doing, and see what we need to do to beat them. So Ace Hardin is a running back as well. He's not even the starting running back. 219 yards, 6 touchdowns. Obviously, I don't actually know exactly what Will Judy has right now. We'll have to have a look at that as well. So 6 touchdowns, 219 yards is pretty much all he's offering there. Surely he's then doing some in receiving. 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I think this is just a matter of time of actually starting Will Judy before he overtakes him. Bensley Arkin left end, what's he doing? 46 tackles, 10.5 sacks, and we've played 8 games. That'll certainly help him out there. But that's it. You know, I don't think he deserves Defensive Rookie of the Year. Take a look at our guy. Try 57 tackles, 4.5 sacks, 1 interception. He has more than 1 interception. 3 forced fumbles, 1 touchdown. I think that's the problem. Remember, he had a pick 6, and that wasn't counted as an interception. I reckon he would be favourite if his actual interceptions had been counted for him. Rushing Will Judy, 398 yards, 4 touchdowns. So more touchdowns for Will Judy, and I think he's got Offensive Rookie in the bag. Yeah, so right now, that other guy, Ace Hardin, has more touchdowns than him. So understandably, really is favourite for it. But that's easily fixed. We'll get Will Judy his touchdowns. No problems whatsoever. Eric Nickerson is going to have to continue making plays. There's not really anything we can do for him there. He's just got to make plays, interceptions, forced fumbles, and he might be able to steal it away. But 10.5 sacks halfway through the season is a tall task to catch up with. And to allow him to do that, we might have to keep him here at right outside linebacker, and when Kevin Pierre-Louis comes back, chuck him over to the left side. Which I think, to be honest, makes complete sense, considering Eric Nickerson is young and does a little bit more, to be honest. And we are finally on top of the division, which is where we belong, although it's still all very close. We've got to start winning some games. We've got to continue winning these games, rather, not we've got to start winning some games. And, well, that's it for this episode, actually. I'm now going to go spend some XP, maybe, but that is it. And catch us for the next one as we try and get 2 Rookie of the Years, defensive and offensive, in one season.